Boom. All right, everybody. I'm so excited because one of my favorite humans, favorite sisters, favorite soul sister, favorite, I don't know, conscious being and woman. Like anything that I can describe you as like badass powerhouse sister is blessing us with her presence today. And I just am so grateful. So Angie, I love you. Thank you
I
for
love
being
you.
here.
Thank you.
And
I'm looking in the mirror right now, so.
and it's just like we've gotten to talk for like almost the past hour, and it's just the best to wake up and talk to you and like start my day with you. Everyone should start their day with Angie, is what I think.
Aw, everybody should start their day with Jillie. I
Or
love
us.
it.
Or
Yeah, or
us.
us. With our
Yeah.
cacao. Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
my cacao. Hang on, stand by.
Okay. So Angie's going to tell us about cacao, and
Yeah, you
I
want to talk
have
about
some
the
too.
cacao? Look
Yeah.
at that yummy cacao.
So can you tell? So this is not what today's going to be about, but
No.
but I didn't know about cacao until you told me about it, and I'm drinking my cacao, and it's so grounding and healing. So offer a little bit about cacao.
Cheers.
Mm.
So
Cheers.
this cacao in particular that I sent Jillie is called Legacy Cacao. And it is sustainably sourced from Guatemala. And it's all processed with river rocks, no machines. And it's all processed by women, which is really kind of a cool thing. And it's blessed by a high priestess. And yeah, it's just pretty much the most badass thing ever on the planet. And it's very healing for our guts. It was introduced to me from one of my sisters, Eliza. Love you, honey. I'm sure she'll be watching this. And brought into our Abundance Project sisterhood, which is a massive sisterhood with, we call him Abundant Dawn, one of the only guy that really is engaged with us. Very smart man. But like around like 200 to 300 women all across the world. We have a woman in France, just like amazing sisterhood. And so when we get together, we host raise your vibration events to help people educate about serotonin in your gut, plant medicines like cacao, and we have cacao in ceremony grade, right? So this is a ceremony grade cacao. I sit with this cacao every morning and sit in ceremony with myself. So that's what we're doing right now. We're sitting in ceremony together and sipping our cacao, and it's like a really loving, warm hug from the inside. It's just like so many blessings, right?
It's
So yeah, that's how I feel about my cacao.
Yeah, no, I love it. And so, okay, can you talk about like sitting in ceremony with yourself? Like, what does that mean? And how can people do that? Like, whether they have cacao or not, right? Like, I think that would be an added bonus. But let's say like they don't want to, or they can't, or it's just like not for them in this moment right now. Like, what does it mean to sit in ceremony with yourself?
Wow. So self-ceremony is an act of love and kindness towards yourself. Like, it's been recommended by my healers and leaders to first thing before you do anything, you sit in ceremony with yourself every morning. I have affirmations, they're sitting right there in my little cacao bag. And, I sit with the cacao, and I always listen to a meditation because that was definitely recommended. And it's just it's like a recharge for your heart. It really is, and then you quickly go into life and seeing it as a ceremony, right? Like, and how can you make everything sacred that you do? When you use this tool that we're all blessed with, how can you have sacred words come out? How can you speak from your heart? How can you love from your heart? And how can you spread that love and kindness to everyone? Because really, we're not here for ourselves. We're here for everybody else. Congratulations, we figured it out. The jig is up. Cat's out of the bag. You're not here for yourself. You're here to help everybody else, right? And the purpose for your soul is to figure out what lesson you need to learn in this life to help love others. Like, it's really kind of simple. So we can stop searching and just get to work.
That's so good. And so in this ceremony, right, like sitting with yourself, offering yourself the loving kindness is also, like, for a lot of people really scary and really uncomfortable if they've not done it before, right? Or they're like, wait a second, how do I have the time? Like, when I have 3 kids, right, that wake up too and like need breakfast and need to go to school, and I have a partner that's laying next to me in bed, right, that needs me too. And so how do you offer not just permission, but understanding that there is no option here? There's no option to maybe do self-care or maybe practice loving kindness or maybe practice self-nourishment. Like, that's not an option, it's essential.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and like I always like to say, like, so we're here not being like, oh yeah, like one day when you have time. No, you need to make time right now, especially in the energy that we're in the world right now. We have to do that. And so how would you offer for people who've never done it before, who are like, I don't even know how to do it, begin to guide them through that?
Well, I think it kind of like, so for me, when I heard you say that, I thought of yoga teacher training. Okay. You're doing a massive amount of self-discovery. Like, I had no idea how much self-discovery I was about to figure out. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I was just about to like teach some yoga, and I am looking at all my shit. Like, whoa. And so when my yoga mentor, Heather, love you, honey, um, you know, started out the program, she said, I want you guys to practice radical. She slowed so down. Radical self-care. And then she asked the question, does anybody know what that means? And everybody was like, no. I have a mom, like, there was an 18-year-old and a 60-year-old in our yoga teacher training, right? Their self-care looks way different, right? And so it's very individual is what I'm getting at. Like, what are the gaps in the way that you show up every day? Take a look there. When you're showing up in a way that you don't want to, that's where you look. When you're afraid, that's where you look. And then the answer comes back to you. Are you stressed? Take a bath, girl. I took a bath last night. Needed it big time. And you know why, right? So it's just when you're feeling a gap or feeling, it could be massive and it could be like little. Practice radical self-care. Like, radical meaning like every single day. You got to radically make it non-negotiable. The list, here's my list. Affirmations, cacao, freaking 52 fruits and vegetables in my body because my immune system needs to be super strong. It already is, but it's even better right now. Connection. This right now is non-negotiable. I need the connection. My heart needs to connect to people right now, virtually. Luckily, you and I are super used to virtual. Like, so it's like, yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, FaceTime happy hour. And like others are like getting around it and they're like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like I was talking with my, here's a perfect example. I was talking with my 88-year-old boyfriend, Bruce. I have 2 boyfriends. Okay. We were FaceTiming yesterday. And he's like, I'm so sad we can't. Oh, we have a standing, preface this, we have a standing breakfast date every Thursday at 7:30 at La Peep.
I love it.
We're there like clockwork. Okay. And this man has my heart. He's got my whole heart. I love him so much. So yesterday he's, just, FaceTiming me and like, so good to see your pretty face, baby girl, like da 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 da. I wish we could meet tomorrow for breakfast. And I was like, got a waffle maker? He's like, yeah. And I was like, you have bacon? Because that's what he likes to eat. Like, he gets a waffle and 3 pieces of bacon every time. Unless he says he's trying to watch his girlish figure and he'll try to go healthy and he always regrets it. I mean, he's 88.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. And I was like, okay, let's have breakfast together. He's like, you're so smart. You know, that's non-negotiable. Where there's a will, there's a way, and where there's love behind it, it will happen, period. So, and that all starts with the self-love. That's what ceremony's like. And you know, another point, I had no idea how many women are uncomfortable with other women until I sat in ceremony. And I helped with, alongside my sisters, I helped create a safe space. That's the first thing we talk about. Anything and everything that is expressed here is in a safe space. There's no judgment. Judgment doesn't have a place here. Comparison doesn't have a place here. This is only happiness, love, and joy. You know, this is sisterhood. This is what sisterhood looks like. And I was shocked that so many people never experienced that. And it lit me up. I was like, okay, we're doing this like once a week. You know, and then I'm like all of a sudden I'm sipping cacao every morning, and all of a sudden I'm actually doing my affirmations when I like need to practice radical self-care, and I'm like, oh, you know, I don't have time. Oh, I gotta get to the office. Oh, I gotta do this. And I'm like, Angie, sit down. You're fine. Do it. You know, so it's got to come within.
That's so good. That's so good. I know. I feel like maybe like once or twice a month we could host a virtual cacao ceremony.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it next week.
Oh my God. Okay, let's do it. That would be
I'll reach out to
cool.
Legacy and see if they want to join.
Okay, let's do it. Oh my gosh, this is so good.
Okay, that's exciting.
That's so exciting. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So everyone listening, watch out for that, because that's about to happen.
And you can sip tea too if you don't have cacao, but you know, it's all good. You don't have to have the cacao. I actually just ordered another bag this morning because I'm getting low on it.
I know, I might need you to order me another bag.
I got you though.
So okay, so since this is like a short and sweet one, so
super sweet.
What is something that you want to leave everyone with today?
Oh my gosh. A blessing.
Okay.
This is from Sarah Blondin, who I am obsessed with. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I post her every single day. This morning I haven't posted her because Jillie and I spent the morning together. So
wait, so what's your Instagram so that people can follow you?
Oh, it's Angela Kaye Lauritsen. So if you look at the screen, Angela Lauritsen, Angela K Lauritsen is my handle. And that's also my email. So Angela K Lauritsen, KAYE@gmail.com.
Love it.
Thanks for asking. And on Facebook, I'm just Angie Lauritsen. You can find me. I think I have this on in my profile picture. I know I have it.
Yeah, you do. That's your signature. Yeah.
Dude, girl. $20 on Amazon.
It's so good.
And it looks like it's like 100, right? Gotta keep it real. All right, so here's my blessing for you. This, or Sarah's blessing. This is the notes from a meditation. It was her most recent one. She said she was very called to send out a heart flare. I see you, I feel you, I love you. I'm here for you. May you learn to look for the grace wrapped around this moment. May you see the grace hidden in the cracks. May you feel the grace rising from this moment that has ultimately brought you home to yourself. May you learn to unlock the medicine within your body. May you learn to share this medicine with the world in the way you speak and the way you stand. Let us move from frightened to fortified. Let our hearts be the amplified voice. Let the world change because of our loving awareness. Blessed be.
Oh, so good.
It's like a heart mic drop, right?
Heart mic drop.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Everyone, take that feeling with you. Take that blessing with you. Take the loving kindness and necessity of sitting in ceremony with yourself, creating that space with yourself, and know that we are there every step of the way. So go on with your day. Have a beautiful day. Angie, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I love you.
I love you, and I love everyone listening. And I'll talk to you soon.